I will share my War of the Worlds dreams. I got into the 2005 Steven Spielberg adaptation, when I was 7, in 2008, and have had many dreams about it. More so in and after 2017, than in 2008 through 2016. I still love the movie to this day, and am going to write an adaptation of the original novel by H.G. Wells, as it's now in the public domain. This dream, I had sometime in late 2008. I'm walking through a forest with friends. We all come across a tripod, similar in appearance to the tripod statue in Woking, England. I looked up at it and it grabbed me by the hips with a tentacle. This next dream, I had on the morning of July 1, 2017. I was in my room when I saw a tornado outside. I alerted my family and we all went into another room, not the basement for some reason, and when we all saw the tornado outside the window, we decided to escape someplace else, still not the basement. We ended up in a subway train. After a few minutes, there was news about alien tripods invading cities, and people started freaking out. Once the subway train got out of a tunnel, a tripod's horn was heard. Everyone started getting out of the train and walking back into the tunnel. I ran through the tunnel, eventually stopping in a building with big office-like windows and my neighbors, who were watching TV. On TV was an entertainment channel keeping people up to date with the attackers, and how it was affecting pop culture in places where the tripods hadn't invaded yet. I was thinking this time the aliens didn't use an EMP to knock out technology, so everyone was aware of where the aliens were so people could avoid them. The media was probably treating them like a terrorist group, or a deadly disease spreading quickly, but people weren't scared. Anyway, the channel showed an aerial video of people circling around nothing in the desert. Then they showed David Guetta performing under a hologram of a tripod's head. The reporters noted Guetta's performance, showed the fear people have, then they said something about these stories being big on Reddit. After that, the channel was switched to another show where two people were talking about how the attackers are saying that they are going to use. I'm not sure what they said was going to be used, but I knew it was something deadly being used to kill humans. Then we all looked out the window to see tripods attacking the city. It was Toronto, but with high hills in the distance. We all went downstairs to hide. This next dream, I had on the morning of July 20, 2017. I'm in an unfamiliar city. Whenever the wind would start to pick up in sunny areas with no shade, anything caught up in the gust is burnt up. My dad, brother, and I are walking and we see people in the sunlight who aren't being burned. We all walk, and now I'm with one of my old friends, over a grassy hill and come across a convertible surrounded by people. The Real Slim Shady, by Eminem, is playing in it. Later, we're all sitting on the grass when tripods are heard and it starts to rain. We all start running. I'm at my Nana's house, it's night. We're supposed to hide from the tripods, so the adults go downstairs, but my brother and I are upstairs in one of the bedrooms. Out the window, we can see the tripods outside looking for humans. The tripods weren't very tall. I could only see the top of them as they walked behind a house across the street. They made a mechanical hum as they moved. I hid in the closet for a bit, then came back out to duck near the window. I hear people outside, probably on the street, making the whoop-whoop noises from the song, Sound of the Police, as a way to troll the aliens. My brother doesn't seem worried about being caught, as he opens the blinds all willy-nilly. I shut the blinds right after. The next day, my family and I are eating pizza in the kitchen and Grandpa looks outside, it's cloudy, and I ask him if he's making sure there aren't any tripods outside. Then, my brother and I are in the living room, looking out the window, and we see people starting to walk outside. We both go outside to see what's going on and lots of people are now outside. The sun comes out and everyone just knew that the invasion was over. Cars start driving down the road again. This next dream, I had on the morning of March 21, 2025. I was in a convenience store, at night, hiding behind some aisles from a tripod that was looking for humans. My point of view switched to that of a helicopter flying away from a tripod, only to crash down into a riverbank and be inspected. Then, I'm in the back of the store. I see people walking out of a back door at the other end of the room. I thought it was a back room people were hiding in. I ran over to the door. As I'm doing so, a tripod looks into the store through a gaping hole in the left end of the front wall. Once out the door, I wasn't in some back room, but simply outside of the store. I ran up a hill, away from the aliens at the store. Later, I'm driving a car along a highway in a desert with tall rock formations. I'm speeding down the highway, no tripods in sight. Eventually, I'm nearing a tunnel when a missile from a government chopper comes by and strikes the entrance. There's a point of view switch to an aerial view of a lively Las Vegas after sundown. The city is functioning normally, city lights glistening in the night. There's a news report about the mayor being surprised about being injured in the attacks. Someone is driving along an elevated highway. As they near the end of the highway, where it just ends, a military helicopter lifts his car up and turns him back the way he came, all while The Way Things Go by Beabadoobie plays. Turns out the highway was just split apart. A bunch of people decide to disobey the government and drive across the split, repairing the highway, while the beginning of Clean Up Woman by Betty Wright plays. There's a point of view switch to an abandoned Los Angeles, while a dude says something along the lines of the alien fourth wave. This dream should have made sense, but it just didn't. My other War of the Worlds dreams from 2008 to present are shorter, and involve me walking around in a house at night until a tripod can be seen from a window, then I run to hide. Sometimes, it's daytime. I look out the window and a tripod is standing in the distance, looking in my direction. Other times, there are no tripods around, but I know they're out there somewhere and I'm hiding in a room. I love War of the Worlds dreams, not matter how scary the non-lucid ones get sometimes, and I, 99% of the time, never have lucid War of the Worlds dreams.